Hi, welcome back to American English Pronunciation. This is episode 2.0, and today we're going to be talking about final N's, final G's, and final NG's. So, N versus G versus NG. Now, some of you know how to pronounce these within a word, and that's great. A lot of you don't know how to pronounce those at the ends of words, and here's what's going to be changing, because the tip of your tongue will change when you have different words, different sounds. Okay, 3 words, and as you know, they're all fairly related. They all begin with a T and an A. So this is T plus A plus N. This is T plus A plus G, and this is T plus A plus NG. Okay, that is not an N plus a G, it is an NG, and that's a specific sound. This is what we call a nasal sound, because it's all up in your nose. That's where the sound is produced. Now, let me show you how to do that. I'll erase this. When you have, as you know, if you've been following me, you know I don't draw very well. Okay, when you have an N, for example, here's your teeth. Your tongue will come up here, and your tongue will hit the upper palate. Remember that L is right there in the link between your teeth and your upper palate. La. That's where you position the tip of your tongue. Behind that is T, and then D, and then N. So if you say la, ta, da, na, you should feel your tongue going backwards, the tip of your tongue. If you say na, da, ta, la, the tip of your tongue should come forward. This is where the tip of your tongue should be, at the na, where you say na, na, or no, no. That's where it should be for tan, T-A-N. Okay, now for tag is down in your throat, okay? And this is where K is. This is where hard G is. So if you say the word tack, T-A-C-K, tack is right here. Tack. Your throat constricts and it makes that tack, that k sound. For tag, however, which is a deeper guttural, what we call more guttural, hard G, it's below the K. It's down here. Tag, tag. So tack, tag, tack, tag. Very, very deep. Now, for the NG, so this is T-A-G, tag. So for the NG, what you're going to be doing with your tongue is it won't be going up anywhere. It will be sitting there absolutely still in your mouth, away from your teeth, because you don't want it to interfere and give you a sh sound. So tang, tang. All the sound should be up here in your nose. You should be able to feel it. You should be able to touch your nose and feel that vibration. Tang, tang. So here's somebody to help illustrate, who will pronounce words, to illustrate the difference between final N's, final G's, and final NG's.
Okay. Tan, tag, tang, fin, fig, fling, pun, pug, pong, sin, sig, sing, bin, big, bing, dan, dag, dang, lawn, log, long, fun, fug, flung, hun, hug, hung, mun, mug, mung, ran, rag, rang, tin, tig, ting, wan, wag, wang, ringing, winging, thinning, thinking, longing, banging, banging his ring on the mug, the singer ran out to play tag.
Hi, welcome back. Okay, a few things I want to say with regard to NGs and the endings. As you know, you were given examples, longing, for example, of an NG followed by an ING, followed by an ending. And a lot of times that NG will retain its NG-ness, its nasalness. For example, if you have longing, the craving that you have for something. For example, if you're, craving chocolate, you have a longing for chocolate. However, there are some endings where the G will be pronounced. Longer, that G will be pronounced. With tang, for example, a tang is a taste in your mouth that's a little bit sharp. It's a tang. So if you want to say something has a tang, you can say it is tangy, tangy. It is also tangier. A lemon may be tangier than an orange, for example. Okay, so those keep that pronunciation, but sometimes, as in long, it doesn't. It doesn't. So those are the kinds of exceptions to this general rule of the NG being nasal that you need to sort of look at when you're looking at the endings of words. And that's something that looking into an online dictionary will be really helpful for, the kind that has a vocal component. So you can type a word in, press the button, and then boom, somebody will pronounce it for you. That's something that I did want to mention to you as being a factor with NG. But remember, the basic rule is that NG is a nasal. And you will need to feel that, need to keep your tongue absolutely still, not pronounce the G down in the, for example, not pronounce the G down here. For example, it's long, not long. Although I will say, here's some exceptions to that as well. There are dialects, both in British English and in American English, where the final G is pronounced. For example, there's a very long, thin island to the east of New York City, and people who live on that island, which is called Long Island, pronounce it Long Island. They do pronounce that final G. That is a dialectical exception to the general rule of its being a nasal. They make it not a nasal, they pronounce the N and the G. But generally speaking, everywhere else it's going to be a nasal. Okay, that is the end of this episode. Since I've begun putting them on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Our next episode will be on English contractions. That is the words that are made by adding an apostrophe to a word. So practice, and especially put that practice sentence into your phone so you can have that all the time and you can practice it all the time. Practice your N's, your G's, and your NG's, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.